Oh, hi. Been a while. Well, got some content for you. It's been a crazy year so far. The weather up here has just been terrible. I mean, as you can see outside today, it's still pouring down rain, and it's like June's like next week. So we haven't had hardly any racing action or anything to do. So that's part of the reason why I haven't brought you any content, but decided to bring you something that I've been promising for a while. Yep, Forester's on the dyno. So I know you guys are going to be like, whoa, wait a minute, you're tuning like on the dyno at PRE. Well, let me clear some stuff up for you guys. I'm tuning my car, and I'm being allowed to tune my own car. I'm not tuning customer cars. Eric is still the man for that, but he was cool enough to let me use the dyno to do my car because he knows I really like to tune my stuff. So got her on the dyno. And today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys what I've done to the car. I've made some major changes to it, and hopefully it makes some good numbers today. So why don't you guys come check out what I got going on here. All right, guys, so Forester's undergone some major changes. You might not be able to see it right away, but if you look closely, there's a few details in here that are pretty sweet. Got clear timing covers in there. Got cam gears on the exhaust. So we got the manual adjustable BCs. You can't really see them on the exhaust only. Then I have the AVCS still on the intake, and I'm going to explain why I did that. Change of turbo. So turbo's a 6466 Gen 2. It's a .82 AR. I got a really good deal on this turbo, through my boss here at the shop. It was freshly refurbished from Precision, but it's been sitting on a shelf for a long time. I wanted the 105 AR, but this is what we had on the shelf, and it was a great deal, so I couldn't pass it up. So I went ahead and got the 6466 Gen 2 82 AR turbo. You can't really see a lot of the stuff that I really spent a lot of time on this car, but it's got ceramic coated KillerB headers on it now, full ceramic coated turbo kit. Everything's just been, changed out, made better. The motor has undergone some major changes though. So the motor is in all, I started from scratch, built a brand new block. It's basically our stage 3 plus PRE racing short block. So it's a closed deck, and this is a V4 closed deck from out front. So it's got the thicker insert. It's got the 1/2-inch head studs as well, but these head studs are special. These are actually 625 plus material head studs that are 1/2-inch. So these are the bad boys. These things are pretty new on the market. So the clamping force on the heads is going to be way better than the old studs. Also, this has some proprietary stuff that we do here for the cylinder head and head gasket setup to ensure that it seals even better. The cylinder heads have been fully port and polished and have our big port, race port cylinder head job on them. We got BC 280 cams, high RPM springs and retainers. We got the extreme duty GSC exhaust valves. We got GSC intake valves. They are stock size. They are not oversized. We have, I got the bronze guides in there, all the good stuff on that front. But yeah, still running the same intake, same front mount kit and everything. We did upgrade to the Torque Solutions Dash 8 fuel rails. So we have all new fuel lines front to back, full fuel system in this car now. Basically took a lot of that out of Scarlett because Scarlett's got a whole new setup now. So we have dual Bosch 400s in tank and a custom hanger with Dash 8 feed, PTFE line all the way front to back, 10 micron stainless weld and filter, and 6AN PTFE return line all the way to the hanger from the engine. We're running, if you guys can see it, got the Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator in there. Good old trusty, never had a problem with it. Still got the custom catch can AOS setup. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. See what this thing's gonna make. I have a number in mind. I personally think it should crack 750 pretty easy, but we'll see what it'll do. And then also one of the biggest changes I made to the engine management system I'm excited about. I'll show you guys here. All right, so I finally put the link from Scarlett into the Forester. So we are on a full standalone ECU now. We have full gauge setup now. All this stuff works. It's all data logged by the ECU as well. So it's all wired in. We have ethanol content, fuel temperature, We have wideband AFR, we have boost, we have oil pressure. That is actually oil temp, not water temp. The face is just wrong. But all that stuff is being data logged into the link. I have it all wired in. So everything is, you know, integrated into the ECU. So when I data log the car, I can see everything about the engine, all the vitals and what's going on, which is going to make for, you know, a lot more reliability at these power levels. I'm going to have fail safes, you know, oil pressure fail safe, oil temp fail safe, AFR fail safes, all kinds of stuff that can kick in since I do drive this car on the street. I need that stuff at this power level. So, but yeah, she's still all there, full street car still. Got air conditioning, power steering, got full sound system, subs. Let's see if I show you guys here. I haven't changed really anything else on the car. I got the fuel system all in there. You can't even tell. Got the back seats, carpets all there. So yeah, she's all there. The one thing I do need to do is, before I get started tuning this, is I need to wire in the second fuel pump so that I have that hooked up, because I'm only running on one fuel pump right now. So once I wire the second one into the link, I'm gonna have the link turn the second pump on only under certain conditions in boost. So that'll be all integrated as well, super simple. And then we'll be ready to start tuning. So we're gonna start on pump gas, and then we're gonna do ethanol and see what this thing will make. All right, so got the ECU set up and did our first pull. It's doing pretty good. First pull, see the graph here, this is on wastegate. It did 433 and 363 torque at 17 PSI. Still a little bit rich, so we're gonna smooth out the AFR, and then we'll turn on the boost controller and start going for it. But we got the closed loop lambdas working now, which is awesome. The second fuel pump is working, so I verified that's kicking on properly. But so far this is pump gas, and we're just gonna turn it up until I'm comfortable with it, and then we'll switch it over to ethanol. So I just took some fuel out of the top tank, so it's a little bit rich. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another pull. See what we get. All right, as you guys can see, the dyno session was pretty good until the end, obviously, where I cut the video and freaked out. But, you know, I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys on this. You know, it blew a whole bunch of oil out all over the engine bay on the dyno out of the catch cam when that happened. And the car nosed over and pretty much cut out at the same time. So I figured the worst. And when I saw the oil pressure in the logs, who else wouldn't be scared as well? But the good news is the standalone did its job. It saw low oil pressure with RPM rising, which is important, and shut the car down, which that's the way it should be. That's what's nice about standalones. You know, if something's off, it'll save the motor and shut things down and let you know, hey, something's wrong. So as far as the numbers go, car did 455 to the wheels at 17 pounds, which is amazing. I mean, the new motor is awesome. The ported heads are making a ton of power. Efficiency is good. The 6466 turbo now is just a much better match for the street, and the numbers are just super promising. I've been driving it now for over 500 miles on the street, daily driving it, and the car rips. It's super fast at 16 pounds. It's really amazing. You know, how little boost it is just goes to show you how well the heads and the new combination are working. I've got AVCS on the intake, and I've got manual adjustable cam gears on the exhaust, and I've got the exhaust cams retarded the perfect amount to get them dialed in good, and car just runs awesome. I can't complain. It's better than it's ever ran, which is awesome. So now on to Scarlett, news on Scarlett. So I've been waiting on the short block and the heads now for a little over 8 months. So that's where I'm at. Out front's been working hard. The parts are all being custom made. Kelford's making the cams and the valve train and the buckets, and they're DLC coded and all this. It's very difficult when you have the H6 setup to get everything to work properly and the parts are not readily available. So I've just been waiting on, you know, these parts and these custom parts to come in, and with the way the industry is right now, it's taking a very long time. But I did get an update the other day, and the cams and everything are finally in. So they're working hard to get those heads ready for me, and then once that stuff ships back, then we're going to start putting Scarlett together. We have everything pretty much we need to put Scarlett together at this point, including the Haltech and the sensors. I have everything. So you're going to see a whole series of videos coming as soon as I start working on Scarlett again. It's probably going to be towards the end of the summer because you know, we're still waiting for parts, and we're still trying to enjoy this weather while it's here, because, you know, in the Northwest, you only get 2 months of summer, and then you're back to rain for the next, you know, 10 months, it seems like. So we'll have plenty of winter months to work on Scarlett. Don't think I'm going to be getting a pass in Scarlett this season. It's just we're too late in the season. I don't want to rush it. I want to do things perfect on this go around and just make sure it's done right. The harness, I'm really going to take my time on doing and make a beautiful harness for the car. So if we do get a pass this year before the end of the year, that's great, but I'm not counting on it at this point. As far as the Forester goes, if you guys want to see the Forester, we will be at Big Northwest meet next weekend. We'll be there all weekend in the PRE booth. Come out, check out the car. I'm going to be driving the car there and back, which is all the way up in northern Washington. And yeah, the car's doing great. So if you want to come talk to me, check out the car, see the new setup, come out to the PRE Racing booth at Big Northwest. But until next time, guys, we'll see you later.